Hi everybody. I've got a fun book for you today called Gary and the Very Terrible Monster. Check out this cover, it's pretty cool. Isn't that cool? It's by Barbara Williams and it's a pretty old book, but it's fun. It says, when Gary was 5, he had a pet monster, a very terrible monster. His name was Mr. Greennose. He had a green nose and long black hair and red eyes and 7 yellow horns and a tail that could throw rocks. Mr. Greennose could grow tall as a house. Mr. Greennose could grow small as a mouse. He made a terrible noise, a very terrible noise. A noise like a little boy burping. Mr. Mud lived next door. He could not see Mr. Greennose. He did not know about monsters. They throw rocks. Mr. Mud thought Gary threw the rock. It went through Mr. Mud's window. It flew by his nose. It hit his goldfish bowl. Out went 5 goldfish and 2 black ones. What a naughty monster. Can you see him back there? Throwing the rock. Miss Fit lived down the street. She could not see Mr. Greennose. She did not know about monsters. They are bad to small animals. She thought Gary put the cans on her fat cat. Look, her can's tied to that cat's tail. I don't think that cat would like that very much. There's Gary. The paper boy could not see Mr. Greennose. He did not know about monsters. They like to build things. He thought that Gary left the nails in the street. The nails made holes in his bicycle tires. See Gary. Gary's teacher could not see Mr. Greennose. She did not know about monsters. They don't like girls. She thought Gary put the fly in Debbie White's milk. It made Debbie cry. No one else could see Mr. Greennose, only Gary. Gary told people about Mr. Greennose. He told his dad and mother. But dads and mothers are funny. They do not believe in monsters. Gary's dad and mother could not see Mr. Greennose. They thought it was Gary who did all the bad things. Who do you guys think did all the bad things? They thought Gary left his wagon out in the rain and left his skates on the stairs. Ooh, dangerous. And got blue paint on the chair and made those terrible burping noises. Gary was sorry that Mr. Greennose was bad, but Gary could not get rid of him. How do you get rid of a monster with a green nose and long black hair and red eyes? And 7 yellow horns. And a tail that throws rocks. One day, Gary and his monster went for a walk. They came to a pet store. In the window was a brown puppy. It looked at Gary with big eyes. Gary went into the store. He asked the man if he could hold the puppy. The man said yes. Gary took the puppy. Her tail went fast. "What is her name?" asked Gary. "Cookie," said the man. "She likes you. You may play with her, but we may sell her soon. She will make a good watchdog for some boy." A watchdog? A watchdog? Gary had an idea. He put Cookie down and he ran all the way home. Wonder what his idea is. Oh, look. Here's Gary. No, the monster? I don't know. Mr. Big Nose, that's his name, right? Gary told his mother about his idea. She was not sure it would work. "Monsters are bad," she said. "They do not like small animals. Mr. Greennose might put cans on Cookie, or throw rocks at Cookie, or put nails in Cookie's doghouse, or put a fly in her bowl." "Oh no," said Gary. "Cookie is a watchdog. Mr. Greennose is afraid of Cookie." "How do you know?" asked Gary's mother. "He was afraid in the pet store," said Gary. "He hid in my pocket. He did not burp once." Gary's mother thought about it. She talked to Gary's dad. They said they would try it. The next day, Cookie came to Gary's house. She came to live. She looked all around. She yipped and yipped. She scared Mr. Greennose away, and he never came back. Now, no rocks fly through Mr. Mud's window. Sometimes he asks Gary and Cookie into his house. He shows them his new fish bowl. It has 6 goldfish and 3 black ones. Now there are no nails on the street. There are no holes in the paper boy's tires. Sometimes Gary and Cookie help him. Now there is no fly in Debbie White's milk. Gary brings Cookie to school for show and tell. Debbie plays with Cookie. Cookie makes Debbie laugh. Now Gary comes in when it rains and no one leaves skates on the stairs or gets paint on the chairs or makes terrible burping noises. Now there are no cans on Misfit's fat cat, but the cat does not like Cookie. She climbs a big tree to get away. Misfit calls the firemen. They get the fat cat down. The cat thinks Cookie is a monster. Misfit thinks Cookie is a terrible monster. But everyone else is happy. Most of all, Cookie and Gary. The end. I hope you like that one.